Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the sign of Scorpio today. Thank you for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If this reading resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, let's dive in. Start off with some oracle cards. For the sign of Scorpio, please, Spirit. Strongest energy for the month of August. Please and thank you. Thank you. I'll grab some more while I'm at it. Gosh, I'm just loving the sun at the moment. We are midwinter here in New Zealand, so we've had a lot of rain, so just being incredibly grateful for the sun at the moment. Strongest energies, please, for Scorpio for the month of August. Okay. We have card number 12, a change in the wind. Change, Scorpio, I mean, Pluto is your planet. And number 52, mending. Okay. What else do we have here? We have number 33, eagle, creation. And number 28, Draco, guardianship. Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of different energies coming off of these cards. Usually they kind of talk to each other. These feel quite separate. There's definitely something about connections here with the guardianship. Something's being protected, divinely protected. There's also, this mending is also a healing card. So it may be mending connections, but it also could be mending your connection with Source. To keep that in mind. But there is change at hand here. And you are creating with Spirit this change. So this is interesting energy. Let's go into your Celtic Cross to dive in a little bit deeper. Okay. Spirit. Strongest energies, please, for the sign of Scorpio for the month of August. Please and thank you. No. Just saying we're getting to do some extra shuffles at the moment. Why? Who knows? Okay. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Queen of Pentacles and Judgment. This is very stable energy, and I feel like you are following your calling. With the High Priestess, yeah, definitely following your calling, following your intuition, which is making you more grounded. You don't see that at this stage. So let's have a look at your energy, the Fool, taking a leap of faith. Interesting. Okay. What's your challenge? The Ten of Wands. A heavy burden is your challenge. What that is, we'll find out. Maybe this leap of faith into a new beginning is challenging you at this stage. Okay, what is in your focus, what you're aware of? The Ace of Swords. Ooh, you have had some clarity. I'm hearing an awakening, a breakthrough. Maybe you know that you've had some information, whether that comes through with your intuition. Remember, you're following your intuition, leaning into your intuition, and you're gaining some clarity around what needs to change here, what you need to create, what you need to mend, and this is being protected. And I'm also hearing what you need to protect, interestingly. And that's why I'm saying that these feel very separate energies. So I feel like you are making a change, you're creating something with spirit, you're mending potentially relationships or that connection with spirit, and you're also protecting self and protecting things that are really important to you at this time. Okay, what don't you see? The King of Pentacles. So that is another, we have the Queen, remember, at the bottom of the deck. So this could be that connection that I was picking up on. This could be a connection with self, that stability. This is interesting energy. Okay, now what's influencing this? The Two of Swords, a decision. Okay. Now it's interesting because this is the decision, or this is the knowledge. So this person is going, which sword? What path do I take? What's my truth here? And they don't know which sword is truth. And this is obviously in that past and influencing energy. And now you've had the clarity, you've had an aha moment, you've had a breakthrough, you've had some sort of information that goes, I now know my truth. I now know where to go here. And that's why you're in that energy of taking a leap of faith, because you've made a decision, which is creating that change. What's in your future energy? The Hanged Man. Shift in perception. You're seeing things differently. See, in the past here, this lady has a blindfold. She can't see clearly. She doesn't know which direction to move in. And in the future energies, the blindfold's off and you see things from such a different perspective. It's coming towards you. The Four of Wands. Beautiful. This is that stable energy. This could be with connections. You're maybe mending connections or relationships. This is home as well. This is financial stability as well, I'm getting. Not necessarily on this card, but that's just feeling really grounded, feeling connected, whether that be with self or others. Beautiful energy. What is your guidance here? The Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Following that, it's also Scorpionic energy as well, with being a water sign. Following that heart, following the emotion, letting the heart lead. What is the likely outcome here? The Knight of Pentacles. So this is the one of the slowest moving cards. It is moving, but it is one of the slowest ones. But this feels like you're moving towards that stability. You've got stability, stability, stability. So whether that's stability in self, in your environment, in your home, we'll dive in deeper. But you are moving to something that has longevity, commitment, stable energy, which is beautiful. because obviously we have that also at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's clarify for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Also, I just got you are creating a stable home life, because this is very much home, right? And I just saw the Ten of Pentacles, which again is family and home. So it feels like you're creating, maybe you're making some changes to mend connections, to mend the home. I don't know what that means. This is a protection card, right? So you're making home, whatever home looks like for you, whether that's with people or place, it'd be different for everyone. But you're making it a safe space, a sacred space, a place where you feel safe and stable. Interesting. Okay. Let's clarify the full, please, for Scorpio. Please and thank you. What is the full here? Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We have the Three of Wands. So this landed on these two cards, and what I'm getting strongly with the Three of Wands is whatever you've been waiting for, your ship's coming in. Whatever you've created with spirit, it is protected. If it's not here yet, it is still protected. That's what I'm strongly getting to relay there. We also have the Six of Cups and the Tower. So with the Fool, you're letting go of the past. You're letting the past, anything that didn't serve, fall away. And you're taking a new leap of faith with that heart space, with that emotion. And you are creating. My goodness, with the Magician, the Magician creates with spirit. And here you're creating from that truth, that new clarity, whatever this is come in for you, this aha moment, this, right, I'm seeing something different now, I can see something clearly. You're letting go of the past that didn't serve, and you are moving and creating and taking a leap of faith here into something new. And it's because of this newfound awareness. So let's have a look at the Ten of Wands in your challenge position for the sign of Scorpio, please. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Wands. So this decision, this choice, so there is a decision here, and there was a decision to be made. This, to me, feels like this person's already, so they've seen the light, had the clarity, they've already chosen that new path, but the old path is still there. And so moving away or taking that leap of faith requires change, right? That change in the wind. And it can feel heavy. Change, you are the master of change, Scorpio, being with Pluto being your ruling planet. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't come with challenges. And so whatever this change is for you, it's feeling a little heavy, that there may be some work to be done with this change. Okay, so let's see what this Ace of Swords is in your awareness, because this feels very much like it's influencing this entire spread. So let's have a look. What's this Ace of Swords, please, Spirit? For the sign of Scorpio. This Ace of Swords, please, Spirit. Please and thank you. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. So whatever this new information, this clarity is, you are taking action. It's why it's in your awareness. We also have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Again, this is being brought back to that mending. Whether it is to mend a connection, a relationship that has felt quite burdensome. Again, hence that Ten of Wands in your challenge. And I feel like it's being burdensome because there feels like a lot of defensive energy. Interesting. I'm getting the mother and the children. I don't know if that resonates with anyone here, but feeling the need to protect her young. That may just be for some. Again, with that guardianship, see, she's really protecting and, you know, her young there as well. So you are protected. But there feels like you're getting some clarity in terms of what to do, how to take action here, to even mend this dynamic. Because underneath that, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is that equal give and take. And this doesn't feel like an equal give and take type of energy. It's very defensive, aggressive energy, and it has been quite burdensome, this connection. But you're getting some clarity around that, on how to mend it, on what needs to change within this connection, and what you are going to create anew. And that will look different for everyone, because everyone's situation will be different. Okay, let's have a look at this Two of Swords and your influencing energy. Let's have a look. What's this Two of Swords, please, Spirit, for the sign of Scorpio? So we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and we also have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to take that. And under the Ten of Swords is that clarity. That Ace of Swords is coming through this read very strongly. And so the moon here is hidden. Hidden emotions, something that you can't see clearly. Hence with that blindfold, this is ultimately is the blindfold energy. And to me, this is an ending, and this is creation of a new. And to me, this is the clarity. This is the two. Say you are the person in the moon with the blindfold on, and you have these two decisions. Is this something that I want to end? Is this something that I want to build? And everyone's situation will be different. Sometimes there is an ending of just of what doesn't serve and mending a relationship. And sometimes it's mending that relationship within self. It's not always. It's just got strong family dynamics here throughout the read, but it will be different for everyone. And so there was in the past influencing this quite a strong emotions too around what to do here, an ending and a beginning. It doesn't feel like a beginning, it feels like a stable energy. Just this feels like this Again, that clarity to manifest and create something new potentially. Sometimes it's not about getting rid of, it's about creating something new with what you have. Because there was that, again, that burden energy is coming up as well at the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of repeating itself here. Let's have a look at what you don't see with this King of Pentacles. What you don't see here. Can you clarify the King of Pentacles, please, for the sign of Scorpio? The Tower at the bottom of the deck, and we also have the Emperor. So the Emperor is an action card. It's the sign of Aries as well. This is Scorpionic energy with the Tower. The Tower is change, ultimately. So there is action here to create some sort of change. And it is whatever was burdensome, wasn't working for you, you are taking action for that to come down, and you are finding stability in this change. So you are creating something new. You are protecting your home, your values, your worth. You are amending a situation here by making change. Okay, let's see what's coming towards you with this Four of Wands. It's that stable energy, but let's just have a look. This is Four of Wands for the sign of Scorpio, please. Yeah, okay. So we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's that action, making change here. And we have the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles again. This is when we are in that space of indecision. We can get caught up in our minds. We can feel stuck in a situation. And whatever change and action you are taking from this new perception, this new clarity that you've gained, you're gaining stability. This could even be within business. If this is not relationship for you, you may be mending business, mending your finances, where you felt stuck. Yeah, you're making change, and again, it's just confirmation. What's coming towards you is that stability, security, I'm hearing as well. Feeling safe within self, safe within your environment. Okay, let's have a look at your advice with the Queen of Cups here. Please clarify the Queen of Cups for the advice for Scorpio. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles again. And it landed on the Two of Swords. Interestingly, there was that decision, which was the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Which way? The clarity came through, focusing on that stability once again, that happily ever after, the family, the security, the legacy, and to follow your heart and to move into that direction. Beautiful. Okay, the likely outcome here is the Knight of Pentacles. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. Oof. So we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, so that's taking action here. We have the King of Cups and the Eight of Wands. This to me feels Scorpionic energy. So this may be you communicating, moving, taking action. This is quite quick energy, But I feel like with this clarity that you've gained, you are, and then you're already in the full energy, right? So once this clarity and this decision has been made, you are moving quite quickly. But this also could be communicating, remember, mending, creating. And what you're creating is balance with the Six of Pentacles. This equal give and take with the Four of Wands, right? It's that balance. It's the 11-11. You might be seeing 11-11 a lot. But it's balanced. If you had one wand on one side and two, it's not balanced. So it's constantly pulling back to this stability, this balance within connection, within your environment, within your home, family, and you're mending it, you're making a change, you're protecting your balance. And it's because you want that longevity, something stable, and that is in your outcome, which is beautiful. So let's have a quick look at the Hanged Man in your future energy, please, for the sign of Scorpio. So look at this Hanged Man, please, Spirit. We have the Six of Pentacles still at the bottom of the deck. We also have, which again is balance, we also have Justice, Libra energy, which is again about balance. It's about the scales being balanced. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So there is a shift in perception in the future energy around working on things that have caused pain in your life. Now, this may be from connections when things weren't balanced. This could be not balanced in your lifestyle, whether you're working too much, not enough rest. This could be balanced in terms of business, whether or not you feel, especially if you're in business partner, you're doing all the work and someone else is not. And once you do, when you're in a situation or a dynamic where you don't feel like things are fair, I'm getting with that justice, even, balanced, and remembering that life isn't linear where, sometimes when we're ill, other people in our lives will pick up the slack and vice versa. So there's always room for movement in that space. But if it's constantly the opposite, you can build resentment. And resentment is held in the body and can cause all sorts of issues physically as well if we hold on to that emotion. And so there's work in releasing that pain, and actually going, I can actually create more balance by, taking a leap of faith, making changes. And it's such a beautiful energy, Scorpio. You've had this epiphany, clarity that's just shifted your entire reality in some ways. And I feel like it's not a quick thing. It's something that you're creating with spirit, and you are protecting your stability. So that is your reading, Scorpio. I'm sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.